Liaoning in China is a place where memories can be preserved. Just like its name, it is vast and tranquil. Upon entering the Daqing Gate of the Xiangyang Imperial Museum, you will see its red walls and glazed tiles. In 300 scorching summers and harsh winters, there hasn't been much change. In the torrent of time, I don't know who has seen the same scene when sunlight passes through the window lattice. In front of the Daqing Hall, Norhachi and the 10 lords made a vow to achieve lofty ambitions. Each brick and tile record the inclusiveness of multiple ethnic groups. Inside the Sihang Zheng Hall, the Golden Dragon treasure throne remains, with the shadow of Emperor Huang Taji still present. Every stroke and line of Emperor Qian Long's calligraphy remain intact, hanging on the lintel of the Phoenix Tower. Purple qi comes from the east, enabling fortunes to rise in the east. The late emperors rest in eternal sleep in the 3 imperial museums in Shangjing, protecting the people in the region. Years pass by like a white horse striding on a crevice. Time rushes so fast that people start running. And only she, with every fold of a piece of paper, speaks to me gently. Stay true to your passion and protect her with all your heart. Crossing the boundless black soil, one starts off toward the peak of Mount Wunu, aiming for a swirling sea of clouds. From the 1,000-level stone steps to the axe-splitting cleft, every stone and every piece of wood seems to be telling the story of the 5 women stationing troops and guarding the people. The sparkling Huan-Ren Lake has nourished people for thousands of years, and people have been guarding the mountains. How many people have wiped away the moss on the city walls, and how many people have quietly made wishes in front of the 1,000-year-old tree? The Zaisha Museum, not far from here, tells the story of ink and inkstone from the past to the present. There is the coiled dragon, the Hetu and Luoshu diagrams and the 3 friends of winter, and the river bend spring morning. These poetic names only belong here. Even if the world outside the window is turbulent, it is still calm and fragrant here. It seems that only by carefully depicting a piece of imperial inkstone with one's heart can one not disappoint that touch of lingering time. Run freely on the wide city wall, enjoying a cool breeze in the mist of summer. The river flows gently beneath the Great Wall, as if time is telling the legendary tales of bravery and wisdom. The incessant sounds of the Taiping drum are not only a heritage, but also a longing for a better future. The afternoon sun shines on the city wall from 300 years ago. Time has engraved its own story on the bricks and stones. The only constant is the well-being and prosperity of the people in Xincheng. One steps into the Confucius temple and stands in front of the statue of Confucius. That conversation spanning 1,000 years will suddenly make you understand that humility and elegance of the Chinese people are in the blood. Pour the chewy and tender sea cucumber into the rich and fragrant soup. Use bare paw-like tofu to secretly hide the delicious secret. Guests have set their chopsticks and are ready to taste. I have been to many seas. If I were to say what impression I have of Liaoning Sea, that must be the moment when I scooped seafood and pickled cabbage out of the copper hot pot. The sea breeze blew by, and the taste of the sea melted in my mouth. Only when you experience the magnificent mountains and rivers of Liaoning will you understand that eating a bowl of savory and rich soup and lagu tofu is the greatest comfort to your taste buds. If we only use brightly lit to describe the nights in Shangyang Zihangjia night market, I bumped into a soybean flour cake, sticky bean buns, and perilla leaf pastry. Then Then I met with the golden color heito, with the crispy and fragrant outer layer paired with the fresh and juicy filling. At this moment, I feel like when you are in Liaoning, you are destined to have such enjoyment of food. Liaoning, with its rich history and culture, will embrace those willing to stop and feel it with their hearts. You can walk slower here or just sit down quietly and daydream, because the time here will tell you stories.